Love isn't what you see in movies. It's not fireworks every day. It's not a fairy tale where everything magically falls into place. Lasting love, that's a whole different story. Because the truth is, love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. A decision you make over and over again. And if you don't understand the secret behind it, you'll keep chasing something that disappears the moment life gets hard. So today we're going to talk about what actually makes love last. Not just in the honeymoon phase, not just when it's easy, but for the long haul. Whether you're searching for love, trying to fix it, or fighting to keep it alive, this is the one thing that changes everything. Let's dive in. Love isn't just something you feel, it's something you do. Feelings come and go. They're influenced by stress, by routine, by the ups and downs of life. But if love were only about feelings, relationships would fall apart the moment things got difficult. That's why lasting love is a choice. Every single day, you decide to show up. You decide to be patient when you're frustrated. You decide to listen when you'd rather walk away. You decide to be kind even when life is throwing challenges at you. Love isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping passion stays the same forever. It's about choosing your person over and over again, no matter what. Think about the strongest relationships you've ever seen. They didn't last because people were lucky. They lasted because those people made a decision to commit, to grow together, and to keep showing up even when it wasn't easy. Love is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. And the moment you stop choosing it, it starts to fade. So if you want real, lasting love, stop relying on feelings to guide you. Feelings will fluctuate, but when you make a conscious choice to love someone, even when it's hard, even when the spark isn't as strong as it once was, that's when love becomes unshakable. Lasting love isn't built on grand gestures. It's built on the small, consistent actions you take every single day. The things that seem insignificant in the moment are actually what strengthen or weaken a relationship over time. Think about it. A relationship doesn't fall apart because of one big fight. It breaks down slowly when the little moments of care, appreciation, and connection start disappearing. Love fades when "how was your day" turns into silence, when good morning texts stop, when hugs become less frequent, and when gratitude is replaced by taking each other for granted. On the flip side, love grows when you make the effort to do the little things. Sending a quick message to check in, giving a genuine compliment, remembering the small details about your partner's day, or simply looking them in the eye and really listening. These are the things that create emotional security, trust, and a deep connection. It's easy to think that relationships thrive because of big milestones, vacations, anniversaries, or major surprises. But what really keeps love alive is what happens in between those moments. The way you show up when no one's watching, the way you choose to be kind even when you're tired, and the way you prioritize connection in small ways every single day. If you want love that lasts, don't wait for a special occasion to show you care. Make it a habit. Because at the end of the day, it's not the grand gestures that hold a relationship together. It's the small, consistent acts of love that build something unbreakable. Love doesn't last because two people are perfect. It lasts because they feel safe enough to be imperfect together. Emotional safety is the foundation of any strong relationship, and without it, love starts to feel like a battlefield instead of a partnership. What does emotional safety really mean? It means knowing you can be yourself without fear of judgment. It means feeling secure enough to express your thoughts, your fears, and even your mistakes without worrying that your partner will use them against you. It's about trust, not just trust that someone will be faithful, but trust that they will handle your heart with care, even in difficult moments. Many relationships struggle because people feel like they have to walk on eggshells. They hold back their true thoughts, suppress their feelings, and avoid difficult conversations because they're afraid of how their partner will react. But when you can't be honest, when you don't feel emotionally safe, you start to disconnect. Over time, that disconnection turns into resentment, and eventually love starts to fade. The strongest relationships aren't the ones where people never argue. They're the ones where both partners know they can talk about anything, even the hard stuff, without fear of being attacked, ignored, or dismissed. When emotional safety is present, disagreements don't turn into personal attacks. Instead of blaming, both people listen. Instead of shutting down, they open up. Instead of keeping score, they try to understand. Building emotional safety takes work. It means responding with patience instead of anger. It means choosing to listen rather than react. It means showing your partner through your words and actions that they can trust you with their emotions. And most importantly, it means creating an environment where both people feel valued, heard, and secure. Love isn't about finding someone who never makes mistakes. It's about choosing someone who makes you feel safe enough to be yourself, flaws and all. Because when you feel safe, love doesn't just survive, it thrives. Love isn't just about how you feel, it's about how you communicate. You can have all the love in the world for someone, but if you don't know how to express it in a way they understand, that love can get lost in translation. That's why communication isn't just important in a relationship, it is the relationship. A lot of people think they're communicating when they're really just talking. But real communication isn't just about saying what's on your mind, it's about making sure the other person actually hears and understands you. It's not just about venting your frustrations, it's about working through them together. It's not just about expressing love in the way that feels natural to you. It's about learning what makes your partner feel loved. Miscommunication is one of the biggest reasons relationships struggle. One person assumes their partner knows how they feel, so they don't bother expressing it. Another thinks that because they wouldn't be upset by something, their partner shouldn't be either. Over time, unspoken expectations, misunderstandings, and unresolved frustrations create distance until one day, two people who were once deeply in love feel like strangers. Good communication in a relationship isn't just about talking, it's about listening. Really listening. Not just waiting for your turn to speak, not listening to defend yourself, but listening to understand. It's about making the other person feel seen and heard, even when you don't agree. It's about asking questions instead of making assumptions, and being willing to have uncomfortable conversations instead of avoiding them. Most importantly, communication is the key to making love last because it allows both people to feel valued. It ensures that love isn't just felt, but also spoken, heard, and understood. Because at the end of the day, no one can read your mind. If you love someone, show them. If something is bothering you, say it. If you want to be closer, talk. Because love doesn't die from a lack of feelings, it dies from a lack of communication. Love isn't just about being there when things are good, it's about staying when things get hard. Anyone can love when everything is easy, when the romance is fresh, and when life is running smoothly. But the real test of love isn't in the highs, it's in the lows. It's in how you show up for each other when things aren't perfect, when life gets messy, and when love feels more like work than a fairy tale. Every relationship will face challenges. There will be moments of stress, disagreements, personal struggles, and unexpected hardships. There will be times when one person is struggling and doesn't have much to give, and the other has to carry more weight. There will be days when you don't feel as connected, when routine takes over, and when the excitement fades. And in those moments, commitment is what keeps love alive. Commitment isn't just about staying together. It's about continuing to choose each other even when it's difficult. It's about not running away the moment things get uncomfortable. It's about finding solutions instead of blaming, having hard conversations instead of shutting down, and growing together instead of growing apart. It's the willingness to fight for each other even when emotions fluctuate, even when life gets stressful, even when it would be easier to give up. Many relationships fail not because the love wasn't real, but because one or both people weren't willing to do the work. They mistook temporary frustration for falling out of love. They expected love to always feel effortless, and when it didn't, they assumed something was wrong. But the truth is, even the strongest relationships have difficult seasons. The difference is, the people in those relationships don't see challenges as the end. They see them as something to work through together. Lasting love isn't about never struggling. It's about deciding that no matter what happens, you'll figure it out as a team, that no rough patch is bigger than the bond you've built, that no bad day defines the entire relationship. Love that lasts isn't just about passion, attraction, or compatibility. It's about two people who refuse to let go of each other, no matter what life throws their way. At the end of the day, love that lasts isn't about luck, fate, or perfect compatibility. It's about choice. It's about the small daily actions that build connection. It's about creating emotional safety where both people can be fully themselves. It's about communication, not just talking, but truly listening and understanding. And most importantly, it's about commitment, choosing to stand by each other through life's highs and lows. Love isn't something you find and then expect to stay the same forever. It's something you build, nurture, and fight for. And when you understand that love isn't just about feelings, but about the effort you put in every single day, that's when it becomes unshakable. So if you want love that lasts, stop waiting for it to be easy and start choosing it again and again. Because in the end, the secret to lasting love isn't a secret at all. It's a decision.